What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you're having a fantastic day today. And today we have the March 2024 Orange County John Wayne Santa Ana International Airport update for you all. I really hope each and every one of you are excited for today's video, as today we have a really nice Orange County update in store. We got some various aircraft changes and some different movements to really give us some nice variety here in today's update. I really hope each and every one of you are excited for today's video. And without any further delay, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start right here with this WestJet Boeing 737-700. This aircraft is currently coming in from Calgary and now is going to be heading over to Vancouver. So very cool to see both those routes continuing to do really well in their 3 and 4 weekly frequencies. So that's been awesome to see. It's certainly glad to see WestJet doing what they do best right here. Next up, we have this Breeze Airways Airbus A220-300. This aircraft is currently making the non-stop flight today, coming in from Grand Junction, Colorado, and now it's going to be heading over to Ogden. So some very interesting routes that we've been facilitating here. Those, along with Provo, are the 3-year rounds, and then we talked about the seasonal ones. So yeah, eager to see what Breeze will do. Of course, they got some new routes on the horizon, like Tampa on May 31st, and Columbus resumes May 30th. And then, of course, Orlando will be back next summer as well, or this upcoming summer, rather. So awesome to see that, and eager to see what's going to happen with Breeze going into the future. There is a decent chance by the time this video comes out, there has been a new route announcement for somebody, so please do keep that in mind. I appreciate it. All right, next up we have our pair of Delta Airlines Boeing 757-200s. We're going to start with this first one, as this aircraft's coming in from the Atlanta Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. I'm going to see if I can get out macro real quick, because I know the audio can get really annoying when it is in macro, but nevertheless, looking good here on this Delta 757. Of course, multiple times a day, so we love that Atlanta service, and that's been going really well there for them, so that's absolutely fantastic. Following that, we have this Delta Airlines Boeing 757-200. This aircraft is currently pushed back with the nonstop service today, heading over to Detroit. This is 5 times a week. That's the new normal, which is one of the few Delta routes I know of, one of these bigger routes that only operates 5 times a week. So pretty interesting one, but nevertheless, it works for Delta and it works for me, so that certainly does the job right there. So NG doing great with that aircraft. And the first time this aircraft's made an appearance at the Orange County Airport. This is the Delta Airlines Airbus A319 by NG Models, a fantastic offering by them. They killed this model. I'm so glad that I have it here in the fleet today. This aircraft's coming in from Minneapolis, St. Paul today, so glad to see MSP. It's been bouncing around between the 220 and the 319 for quite some time now, so glad that it's the A319 this month, so we can represent it here on this NG model. So overall, really glad to get to represent this here, and it looks absolutely fantastic right there. So very cool to see that, and absolutely awesome right there. Following that, we have this American Airlines Airbus E321. This is in the US Airways Heritage Paint Scheme. Now, American Airlines, of course, now has 7 destinations, so I got to make sure that I have the right ones, because I only have 4 aircraft, so I got to make sure that I don't mess this up. So this aircraft is currently coming in from Phoenix Sky Harbor right now, and now it's going to be making a flight today over to, there really should be a 737 MAX in here. There's not. This aircraft will suffice for Dallas-Fort Worth, I believe. So may get some of these backwards. There are quite a few, so thank you for bearing with me in advance. But nevertheless, looking good on this particular aircraft, and all is well there. And then right here we have this American Airlines Airbus E321. This aircraft is currently making the nonstop service today, coming in from, let's see here. I'm trying to not get my routes backwards. New York John F. Kennedy as the T version, and that will be a turnaround for that aircraft. So very nice to see this 321 continuing to serve Orange County very well, and we absolutely love to see that right there for American Airlines. So that's been really awesome to see right there. And following that, we have this American Airlines Boeing 737-800. This aircraft is currently coming in from the Austin Bergstrom International Airport, and now it's going to be making the flight out to the Miami International Airport. So it's been really cool to see the variety here. Miami does mainly get the MAX, but I thought I would just throw it with the 737 today, because why not? I'm sure that they've substituted a couple times. Both interiors really aren't great for that long of a flight anyway, especially in economy. So yeah, it pretty much is almost the same in that regard. But yeah, of course, nice to get the engine here. It looks really nice. We do have the logos on the winglet for this particular example, so that's really nice. Let me know if you all would like to see me tape the outside ones on some of mine, so I can represent some of the just inside ones. But hopefully we'll see GeminiJets or NG models do that aircraft, or maybe somebody else here in the near future. But anyways, American's looking good. We'll have another aircraft for them coming up later in the update. First time ever to visiting Orange County, we're going to have another 737 MAX. This is going to be United Airlines right here. This is going to be operating a flight in from Denver, and now it's going to be making a nonstop service today, going on to, I believe this aircraft was Chicago as well. So those are the 2 launch destinations for the 737 MAX here at Orange County, which is really awesome. So I'm really glad to see United getting after it here with the 737 MAX. So we're going to be seeing a bunch of these going forward. So great to see that they're already here at Orange County while we have our hybrid era, as we have multiple other United mainline aircraft that we have here. So this is awesome to see. Really glad to see the variety, and United certainly taking it up a notch here with the Boeing 737 MAX here at SNA. So that's really cool to see, and I think they're doing a really good job of that right there. And then our next aircraft aircraft is going to be this United Airlines Boeing 737-800, as this aircraft is coming in from Houston and now it's going to be making a flight over to San Francisco. So let's see this aircraft also continuing to thrive in here, and it looks absolutely fantastic. We're actually going to substitute San Francisco for Newark because I had an aircraft got backwards on my aircraft. So anyways, looking really good right there, and that looks fantastic. And then coming in from Chicago, and we'll be heading to San Francisco, is this United Airlines Airbus A319-100 in the Eva Blue liveries. So still one of my absolute favorites. Really glad to have it here in the fleet, and it's a really great aircraft. So glad to see United continuing to thrive here at SNA. They look really good. Next up is Alaska. Let's start with their Embraer ERJ-175, as this aircraft is currently coming in from Bozeman, and now it's going to be making a flight to Tucson. So I'm not sure how the performance of those routes is, but they're really cool ones regardless. So hopefully we'll have them for a long time. But yeah, glad to see SNA getting a little build up there with multiple Alaska Airlines destinations. Here's the Boeing 737-800, as this aircraft's coming in from Portland, and now it's going to be making a flight today over to Seattle. So glad to see both of those as the foundation of the operation here at Orange County, as they have multiple mainline aircraft today, mainly the 737-800. So overall, looking really good. And next month, the 737 MAX is supposed to launch for Alaska. I will not have a model for it to start. Hopefully, we'll get one from GeminiJets or Indy models. So looking forward to getting that aircraft in the fleet once we have it so we can represent that. And then we have this ERJ-175. Once again, this will be a SkyWest example, or Horizon example rather. This aircraft's going to be coming in right now from Portland, and now it's going to be making a flight to Seattle Everett. So glad, San Francisco and then Seattle Everett. So certainly nice to see those aircraft continuing to do what they do best as well. So that's fantastic too. Into our low-cost section, here's this Allegiant Air Airbus E320. This aircraft's currently making a non-stop flight today, coming in from Idaho Falls, and now it's going to be, or let's go Provo, and now it's going to be making a flight to Austin. Some of these are seasonal. I have the list here, but they're not correctly listed with regards to the seasonal services. I think it's Medford, Idaho Falls, and which other ones? Boise, I think, might be one. I think Eugene's year-round. Missoula's one, and then FSD is another. So it's certainly an interesting lineup of what routes are seasonal, but nevertheless, Allegiant having quite a good presence there, especially in that Provo flight. They've really done well there, so that's been awesome. And here's the Frontier Airbus A320neo. This is Eddie and Edwin, the Penguins. This aircraft's currently making a non-stop flight today, coming in from Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport, and now it's going to be going over to Phoenix. So I certainly expect Frontier to probably announce some new routes in Orange County at some point. They did return to Los Angeles. They will be next month, so definitely expecting more routes. They've expanded significantly out of places like Cincinnati and Philadelphia, so I'm not saying those are going to be routes for Orange County, but I'm sure that we'll be getting some additional flights currently for, of course, with Dallas, Denver, Las Vegas, and Phoenix. So certainly been a nice push there for Frontier. Spirit, as we know, unfortunately, is only down to one destination here, but glad they haven't pulled out. Here's their Airbus E320neo by NG. This is a great model. This aircraft is currently coming in right now from Las Vegas, and now it's pushing back and making the return flight there. So I'm glad to see that Spirit's done really well here, and excited to see what their future will look like here at SNA. Here we have the Southwest Boeing 737-700 to kick off their section today. This aircraft is currently coming in from Oakland, and now is going to be making a flight today out to Sacramento, which is a really great route here. So they certainly dominated Spirit on it, so that's why you see just Southwest on this route at the moment. So looking good for that aircraft. Then we have the Illinois 737-800, as this aircraft is coming in. They don't have Chicago Midway listed. I thought that Midway was a route here, whether that was previously or it's coming back. I won't take the risk on it though. We'll say that it's coming in from Austin, and now it's going to be making a flight over to Puerto Vallarta today. So Southwest still with a very healthy operation here. And some of these flights are on just Saturdays and Sundays, like what we're going to see for these next routes, as we have the Southwest 737-700 coming in from Houston Hobby, and now it's heading over to St. Louis. I believe both those are on the weekends at some capacity, so awesome to see those services going well. And then we have the Southwest 737-800, which coming in from Nashville, which I'm pretty sure is a daily service, and now it's going to be making a non-stop flight today, going on to Phoenix. So glad to see those aircraft doing really well here at SNA. Then we're going to find this FedEx Airbus E300 freighter, which is coming in from Memphis right now, and we'll be heading back out there. So glad to see the consistency. And same song, second verse for the UPS 757. However, he's going to Louisville, so that's awesome to see right there. Excuse me. Here's this JSX Embraer ERJ-145. This aircraft's currently coming in from Concord, California, and now it's going to be going over to Las Vegas. So that's awesome to see. And we have this ExoJet Cessna Citation X, which is coming in right now from Fort Lauderdale, and now it's going to be making a very quick flight repositioning over the Van Nuys. Here's this Learjet 75. This aircraft is currently making a service today in from Spokane, Washington, and now it's going to be heading over to Idaho Falls. And we have this Challenger 300, which is currently making a flight today in from Albuquerque, New Mexico, and now it's going to be making a non-stop flight today heading on to Flagstaff, Arizona. And here's the Cessna 172 making a local flight around the area. Following that, we have this Delta Airlines Airbus A220-300, which is coming in from Seattle, Washington, and now it's going to be heading out to Salt Lake City, Utah. So glad to see those routes going really well for Delta. Quite a few SLC area services now with both the Provo services for Breeze and Allegiant. Obviously, the Ogden service that's north of SLC for Breeze, and you're seeing Delta with their consistent operation. And Southwest did have SLC for a time. It's not in the wiki anymore. I don't know what's up with that, so what can you do? Next up, we have this Air Canada Boeing 737 MAX 8. This aircraft is going out to Vancouver today, so who knows? Maybe we'll see Toronto, maybe we'll see Flair, maybe we'll see Lynx, maybe we'll see somebody else, I don't know. And next, we have this Learjet 75. This aircraft's making a nonstop service today, coming in from Las Vegas, and now it's going to be making a nonstop service today, heading all the way over to Springfield, Missouri. And then we have the Southwest 737-700. This aircraft's currently coming in from Denver, and now it's going to be making a flight today on over to San Jose, California. So looking good for that. Have to feature Canyon Blue before it's completely gone on the 700 because it was really nice and was absolutely fantastic. And last but certainly not least, for today's airport update, we have this American Airlines Airbus A321neo. This aircraft's coming in from Charlotte, and now it's going to be making a nonstop flight today, heading on to, what was the other route? Where did I get confused here? Because we mentioned Charlotte. This must be Chicago O'Hare. I think I meant to put a MAX in here, and since we have all of our routes backwards, Chicago is the best fit for this, even though it's mainly 737s. But anyway, just making sure I didn't miss any routes. Yeah, I didn't miss any, so I don't know where we went wrong there with aircraft, so I'll take the blame on that. But anyway, still nice to get it in there, and Charlotte doing really well there on that red eye going east, and obviously the late evening service coming back over this way. So I really hope each and every one of you enjoyed this Orange County update. I'm really excited for the future here at the airport. Obviously, many new routes to come with Breeze, as they'll be either reinstating or starting 3 new ones here in the coming months. And there's possibility that there's been an announcement since the recording of this video. So if there has, definitely feel free to comment about it and let me know what you think. But I'm looking forward to all new services here at SNA, one of the biggest and fastest growing airports in the United States, no doubt about it. And it's been awesome to see, and I'm really excited for the future here. So with all that being said, everybody, that'll do it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. My name is Redriveraviation. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Just process. Do you love and love what you do? My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.